Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jaden, and in this video I'm going to do week 2 of my NFL franchise. Here's the post-game film.
Week 2 of the National Football League, and the spotlight's on Devontae Parker. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Patriots and the Steelers on EA Sports.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now.
All right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open receiver here, complete.
Nice, Parker.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
What a nice kick.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like the
Steelers
they
got lucky.
able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they
Come on,
can't
guys.
afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be
What kind of pass is that?
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jones on the return.
Oh, wide open.
And he will score.
Woo!
Touchdown,
Let's go.
Patriots. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Nice.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this
almost
has
had
to
that.
be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back.
Why
from
don't
a
tell me what
40-score
play he's
deficit.
doing?
If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18
Those numbers are
carries,
terrible.
93
Holy.
yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where it really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the
Come on,
football.
guys.
As
go.
they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Wow.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
That's stupid. Why would you do that? Can't do that.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Man, I knew he was running.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Can't get any yards.
So after the run for no gain,
Come on, guys. Stop him to a
here's
field goal,
2nd and 10.
please. Stop him. Do a field goal.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Come on, guys.
They'll try to run with Harris.
Yes.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
4th and goal.
A
Field goal
great job to
time.
hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes
Field
the
goal
definition of dink
time.
and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Boswell's kick is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Trubisky lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers
Guys
were
got
able
lucky.
to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal?
Waste time
It's
for
for
me,
situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Delay of game.
Offense. Let's do that.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Wow. I don't know why they're not
like team is on as this
calling
is set
timeout.
away. Here's Jones on the return.
Oh, hold up. Got about.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
I'll kick it.
There'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Oh, no, this one's close. Close.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online.
All right, guys, watch the halftime report.
At the end. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all tied. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 19-yard line. Trubisky will throw.
What the?
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I literally left him open.
They certainly played up to their top 10 defensive
Still
ranking this
couldn't
week.
get him.
They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now
this passing ain't working,
because of
buddy.
their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be
missing.
incomplete.
And there's a stop one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Jones. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
Go, guys.
And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they... This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone
go.
for a Patriot touchdown. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead.
Wow.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of...
Going for Hill.
Go, guys, go.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 30 yards. He'll drop to throw.
Let's go.
This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going up by 40. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 16. They go play action. Trubisky. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Aw, come on.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Go, Peppers, go, go, go.
Loose inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Let's go.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 2nd and 10, Trubisky.
Aw.
His throw incomplete.
Come on, guys. Keep it up. Keep it
They
up.
certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And
Yeah,
it's
get
been
this.
incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Coach, easy.
What's the deal, y'all? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Wow.
Now it's Trubisky. And
Let's
that
go.
is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive,
Where's
but couldn't do
field goal
anything with
range?
it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. He
Wow.
gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will remain well behind. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker,
They
not
had
the
it,
way you want
too.
to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Come on, guys.
With 2 first-half touchdown passes. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a offense. Really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 13-yard touchdown run. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's past the 30.
Wow.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
Come on, guys.
Definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You guys didn't hear that. All right. Come on, guys.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Come on. And a fumble.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Whatever. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win either way, so it don't
Well,
matter.
they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Trubisky. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major
Come on,
part of
guys.
that has been how they've
Keep
taken
stopping
their
them.
play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been out playing all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And there he goes again. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Pats are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Steelers set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of
What
guys
the
are
heck are they saying?
Okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter,
come on, guys.
this advantage is for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now Trubisky to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Trying to waste time, guys. That's why I'm doing this. I'm gonna wait until it hits 1 second.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And it looks like we win.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week, and if you guys did, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys next week. Peace!